has happy memories at the Rose Bowl, beat UCLA in Pasadena earlier this season, and back in 2012 won their first granddaddy of them all in 95 years against the Wisconsin Badgers. Welcome to Campus Insiders, continuing coverage of Countdown to the Rose Bowl. Bonnie Bernstein alongside Pete Fiutak. When you look at the Ducks defense as they prepare for number 3 Florida State, statistically, there's really nothing there that's going to blow you away. In the 80s in total defense, probably worse than 100 in pass defense. But what do the numbers not tell you about Oregon?
You have to remember when you're talking about a team like Oregon, it's going to have to deal with a lot of teams that are going to have to keep bombing away and keep doing crazy things to try to keep up the pace. So the statistics are a little bit misleading because teams are going to keep throwing and keep doing wacky things because they're going to try to keep moving the ball. But when push comes to shove, this defense has been fantastic this year, especially when it comes to getting in the backfield. Great at getting the passer, great at tackles for loss, great at getting behind the line and being disruptive, and they were great against Arizona in the Pac-12 championship game. That's when it mattered.
And they've really worked on shoring up their tackling after missing so many of them in that home loss to Arizona earlier in the season. Offensively, Mariota, the Heisman winner, Royce Freeman has been phenomenal as a freshman running back. How do you see them relative to teams of Ducks past?
Sure, they fixed the glitch. But their biggest problem in the past was they couldn't handle physical teams. They'd have a problem with the Stanford defense in the past few years. And they had problems that anybody would kind of punch them in the mouth a little bit. Now, the thing about the Oregon offense is it's relied on a gimmick for so long. It's relied on a little glitch in the rule book that says you can speed things up. They don't have to do that now. They beefed up their offensive line a little bit. They can play with more power. They handled Michigan State's defense without a problem, handled Stanford's defense without a problem this year. This team can play any way possible. It can throw, it can run outside, run inside, the power game, the speed game. Any way this game's going to go, this offense can handle it.
They've beefed up the O-line, and they're getting healthy. Center Hronis Grasso, who's been two-time All-American senior, he's been out since early November. He vowed that wouldn't be his last game. He said he's practicing more and more. He wouldn't give a percentage on whether or not he's going to play in the Rose Bowl.
It's the biggest factor when it comes to bowl games. You have to remember, it's been a month since a lot of these teams have been able to play or do anything. So it gives these kids a lot of time to heal up. And sometimes, you lose your edge a little bit, you lose your timing, but coaches will take that over being able to get their players back healthy.
Well, I'll tell you what, Grasso is an L.A. guy, and while he wouldn't commit to playing, he had this look in his eye that basically said there is no way on earth I'm not going to be on the field. Pete Fiutak, Bonnie Bernstein, thanks for joining our continuing coverage of Countdown to the Rose Bowl. Check out more of our segments on the Rose and Sugar Bowl on Campus Insiders.